Hey, it's Jason from drpremed.com. I want to talk to you if you're pre-med and you're basically about to begin medical school, or you're a medical student, and here's some tips and advice for you. This is in particular for the basic sciences and getting ready for your USMLE exam, your board exam that you're going to take at the end of your second year medical school. So the one thing that you're going to be told as an incoming medical student is that you need to have first aid. You need to memorize this book. This is your medical school Bible. That's true. There's a lot of high yield facts and information that are going to get you a lot of points on your board exam. And you have to remember, what's the purpose of taking your board exam? Is to show that you were able to master the first 2 years of medical school, the basic sciences. And so what you're going to also do with those board scores, you're going to apply to residency programs in whatever specialty that you want to pursue. And how residency programs decide who they're going to interview and ultimately accept into their program is based on your board USMLE step one score. And so it's basically, I like to say USMLE is equivalent to your MCAT on steroids, or raised to an exponential power, because it's a lot tougher, there's a lot more information, and the stakes are a lot higher. I like to say, if you don't have to be all about the numbers, but that's a good way to look at it, the difference in your board score can make the difference between whether you're an orthopedic surgeon making over $400,000 a year, or whether you're a primary care pediatrician making $120,000 a year. So that's a big difference in the pay, and you think about that over the lifetime of your career. And so you want to make sure that you're doing everything possible to get top scores, not only just because of what specialty you can get into, but also you want to be a competent medical student who's ultimately going to be a competent physician as well. And so some resources I want to give to you in regards to preparing for your boards wherever you're at in your medical school career is that, yes, I talked about first aid, you need to have that, but there's some people say that first aid, if you're kind of weaker in the basic sciences and you need a little bit more of review, then you want a book that's a little bit stronger than first aid, because first aid is really just condensed lists and factoids, and it really doesn't give you background information or provide a complete story for what you're trying to learn and study. So what I would recommend are two other books by first aid. The first aid for the basic sciences, so that's going to give you broad overview. There's going to cover a lot of biochemistry, which is the foundation of medicine. They go into a little bit of the organ systems. They'll cover some of the biostats that you need to know. But I think that's a really good book to have even while you're going through your first 2 years of medical school. Have that. And then the second book I would encourage you to have is First Aid for the Organ Systems. This is going to go into detailed on each organ system. You're going to get the physiology, you're going to get the pathology, and also the pharmacology and embryology. So if you're able to master this material, by the time you're actually ready to take your boards at the end of your second year, or even some schools, medical schools, are moving to your third year, you're going to be in a very strong position. And maybe by this point, then all you need is first aid just for a quick review, and you won't need a first aid for organ systems or first aid for the basic sciences. But I'd strongly encourage you to get these two books to really get yourself on the strong footing when you're getting ready to prepare for your boards, or even while you're going through your curriculum in medical school, because it will make a huge difference. Again, this is Jason from drpremed.com. Take care.